Any questions based off of the fact that what we're doing is we're deciding if this special exception should be added to B1 zoning. And of course, you know Andrew has said that it will only be applied to properties that are on a major artery. Okay.
Okay, so one of the questions I have is, right now there's 6, 3, it says plus could be eligible for this?
No, only 2.
2, okay. From what I've seen recently is the commission's push to seriously look at the rezoning and the TOC and a few other things in the city. So what's the chances of down the road, and I know you want to look, Todd, right at literally what's on paper, but down the road, what's the possibility that more B1s could pop up in the city?
Well, I mean, tomorrow is not guaranteed, so I don't want to say it's carved in stone or permanent or anything like that.
So my point is, you're saying not to look ahead. This is the Planning and Zoning Board. They're asking to put something in writing that's going to affect the future of this city. So we absolutely have the right to ask questions, probing questions that go further than just what's at the paper here. I mean, no one hires an attorney to get a rule changed unless they have an intention. So
Okay.
regardless of whether or not they're going to build a drive-through is really irrelevant. The point is, I think that we need to be a little bit more strict in our zoning. The special exceptions have been, and variances have just been given out left and right for years, and I think that putting this, or making this text amendment makes it more, I guess, susceptible for these types of exceptions to just keep rubber stamping through.
Well, I don't.
If I might.
Okay. Go ahead.
Based on the information provided by Andrew, I think this is limited to 2 properties only that are on major arterial roadways. Is that correct?
The way we changed the text, yes, it
Right.
would only apply to the properties on Royal Palm. I think it's highly unlikely that we'd see additional properties rezoned into B1 just because of the intent and purpose that I read previously, that it's it's generally located on the periphery of a residential neighborhood on a minor street in close proximity to major streets. So it's tucked into a neighborhood for small convenience items generally. These 2 seem to be an anomaly of the district being on a major arterial.
Yeah, but when you pull down 73rd, you're looking right at the entrance to a community. It's in a neighborhood. At the front, but it's right there at the entrance to a neighborhood.
Okay. Again, our focus is on, do we want to allow this exception in B1 zoning, and it will only affect 2 properties because it's on major arteries. We will have any future project brought before us, and we can discuss the merits of that project at that time. Correct, Doug?
That's correct. You would, at that point, likely be using the new criteria that Mr. Wary had mentioned. We are in the midst of as zoning in progress, so any application to have the drive-through as a special exception will then come forward to this board first under the newly created criteria that was discussed.
Any other questions? Okay. Can we have a motion?